Hello, hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. Welcome, welcome back. Look, I have a giant smile on my face, and you're going to find out in a bit. You know how we do it here. It's a live stream, so it's going to take us a few minutes before we are able to start officially. So let me just quickly check the sound first of all, and then secondly, let me see. I have to remove this vibration. Okay, yeah, so our sound is good. So next is to share to the community. And then, okay, so let's say we are live. We are live. All right, so the mass was going on. Lily Pope, Lily Pope and Uche Wenzi are not agreeing for people. They said they're not going to agree for anybody. So y'all buckle up because you'll be seeing episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 till infinity. Um, that being said, something else that is going on is Lily Pope that is fully prepared for content creators. Sorry, I want to finish with my sharing so we can start. All right. Sorry. So let me get this live stream. Aha. Okay. Back to. Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, give me some time. It's 2 minutes into this, but yeah, I gotta share, put out the words out there because I see that even people that watches, you guys be enjoying the gist. You will not want to share it with your fellow gossip lovers so they can come and watch and subscribe so we can dissect and analyze it together over here. What is this new thing with Google now? Every time you click on Google, they be asking you scroll down and link wanting. You guys are ridiculous. All right. So, mm, okay. Huh. I just want to set up so we'll start. Okay, so like you all know, Lily Pope has been in the mouth of reactors for a bit because Lily Pope came out and published a video where she said, I don't know, I hope I'm okay. That's why I love having a live screen that I can also see, so I know if I'm okay. It seems like that. If I'm not, you guys let me know. But you're all welcome. Thank you very much. First of all, before I even start this live stream officially, I want to say shout out to Lily Pope's husband. Uh, Let me put my jacket close by because it might get cold and I might want to just throw my. Oh, I feel like I'm sitting a little bit low. So I want to put, because this couch I'm sitting on is actually a low couch, but I love it because I can actually rest my back. But let me lift my. Oh, yeah, I think this is a bit better. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look at my screen. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so first of all, shout out to Lily Pope's husband, Sir Pope. I Oga Pope, they give us vibe. Oga Pope, they give us vibe. But first of all, let's just introduce ourselves. Welcome to Entertainment Daily with OK, and I am your host, Octavia Cora. And over here, what we do is bringing you entertainment gist, trending topics, news, stories that matters, YouTubers, reaction videos. So we talk about content creators, YouTubers, Facebookers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, what not. If you're a content creator and you're doing something that is worth discussing, we will sit here and we will discuss. Welcome and thank you to everyone that has joined us. I say God bless you. Like I said in my last live stream, I said I have to start doing what I do at the end of every live stream. a little bit in the beginning of my live stream. So God bless you if you've ever stopped by the channel. Thank you very much. God bless you. I pray that every of your secret prayers be answered. God bless you. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate. I see you all, people watching the replay. I think I get more people watching my replay than when I'm live. So thank you all. God bless you. I'm super, super grateful. Okay, so before we get right into Lily Pope, this is not a dragging or anything. Like I always say, my own kind of reaction I do is I watch people's video and I listen to you, I listen to what you're talking about, I try to understand the topic you're discussing. Uh, and I will check your body language, your presentation, and everything, in total in that video. And if I see something to talk about, I will sit and talk about it. And that's what I noticed with the recent video that Lily Pope just published few hours ago, and she titled it, I think, downside of dealing with a jealous man and something else that she wrote. But that content was all about deal breaker in marriage, so hence my own title. I started it with Lily Pope's deal breakers in marriage, and then I added what she said in the other part. So here, I don't even know how they show stuff. Okay, so here you can see Lily Pope's video. So you can see this is pen. That's me. I was watching Lily's Pope. I was having my dinner, watching Lily's video, and I was jotting down just few points that I would really love to discuss. They spoke about a lot. It's actually a I think 31 minutes video, and in some of the points I jotted down, I actually jotted out down the point in the video also. I think two places here I did. The first point that caught me that I wanted to discuss was what she said when the video was 26 minutes 30 seconds. And then another place that I felt I needed to put the timestamp, so if anybody wants to go back and check, that is at 5 minutes 11 seconds. But we're going to get into all of that. But anyways, before we enter this matter, okay, make our first be shout. Orimpoto otumokpo gbeke. Lily say we no be Igbo. That's supposed to throw in few Igbo words, make you know say. They say what chaka. They say how they say it. Oslogan they pium. I don't be shout. A child that has washed hands very well, right? Dines with the elders. Okay, so Lily, not a look us like that though. Okay. If you want us to blast Igbo for you, we're gonna blast them for you. No be today, don't take. All right. At the end of the day, we're all Nigerians, one love. We're all Africans, and that's what matters. Okay. All right. So we will get into the gist. So Lily started this deal breaker, and Lily started her own with. Okay, there's something I want to talk about. Lily's previous video, we talked about how Lily Pope will always act like she understands fully what her husband is trying to say, and she will just jump in and try to say. And Lily also, when she does that, that's one. Two, Lily will continue on that point that she has made based on what the husband has said until almost like she wants her husband, Sir Pope, to agree with what she's saying. That's when Lily will stop. And also, Lily, this thing that you do, that you come and say, "Oh, say hello to my people," you're frowning. Lily just started. Since my husband started this business, he's no longer friendly. He's no longer, because I don't really think he's someone that smiles. I'm trying to think. From many years ago, I started watching Lily Pope. I don't see Lily Pope's husband as someone that smiles, and that's understandable. There are people that don't smile. Doesn't mean that when they smile, it's not ear to ear. Doesn't mean that they don't have beautiful smile. But some people love keeping serious face. I kind of understand that, because I also fall in that category where I keep serious face most of the time. And sometimes people was like, you they frown your face. Not necessarily, but it's just I'm always with a straight face. Okay, and Lily will use this word mean, 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 mean. I think I even dropped a comment on one of her video where she said he's something along like mean or something. I said it's not mean. He keeps straight face. and I think she saw the comment. But anyways, that aside, let us just start in no particular order. Like I said, where the first point, most of that things I was just like no big deal, no big deal. Welcome, 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 beauties. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're bringing these beauties that Lily would not come there and say that we're dragging her. She would not come and call us tribalistic, including you. Because anybody that says anything that is being tribalistic in Lily's eyes, immediately you mention Lily's name. Oh, you're tribalistic. You're welcome. So yeah, you don't be tribalistic, or even though you're Igbo, don't be tribalistic to Lily Pope that is also Igbo. But Lily, that was funny. Okay, so the first, like I said, the first thing that caught my attention, I wrote it down, and I will first of all read it the way I wrote it, and then I will explain to you guys what prompted this. So Lily's okay. I'll tell you first what they were discussing, then I will tell you what I wrote down. So Lily Pope's husband talked about one of his deal breakers, and he had said that one of his deal breakers is, you guys, if you're hearing this type of sound here, please let me know so I can turn off. There's an aquarium here, so I can turn off the listen, the machine that makes that sound, because I don't want this to overshadow what I'm saying. Let me just double check this sound. Give me a second. Overshadow what I'm saying. Let me just double check this sound. Give me a second. Okay, I think my voice is loud enough. Thank God. Because I don't want to hear you said she's my sis. Exactly, but she will not know now. Maybe she just see that comment now. She will just say, you too. You too, you're one of them, not knowing that. Two of them are neighbors, actually, in the sense that, you're from the same state. Oh, the sound is fine. Thank you very much. You didn't hear any sound. Good, because it's right behind here and I can hear the sound. And I'm like, okay. So Lily Pope's husband, after this is already 26 minutes into the video, okay? So understand that they've talked about a lot, but this is where I want to start, because this is really important. I think that's why I even started jotting down. So Lily Pope's husband said one of his deal breakers is if a woman in his life, like a wife or a wife generally, because they're talking about deal breakers, right? It will be a woman that doesn't listen to his people. So I think he was talking about the woman not listening to her in-laws. Whatever the in-law says, she will want to say no. She will want to be like she knows everything more than them. She doesn't want to listen to them. She doesn't want to take correction to them. She does, that kind of woman that for him it is a deal breaker and he can't deal. Okay, he can't deal with someone that will not listen to his people. So then Lily said, responding to what her husband said, Lily said, I don't have any right to stand on my right. And that caught me. That hit me really hard. I was disappointed. I was confused and pained to hear a young woman like Lily sound the way Lily sound. Sometimes all we need to do is to do a little bit of educating ourselves. Oh, sorry, I forgot to drop the link. Let me drop it now. A little bit, a little bit. And when I talk, most times when people talk about education, people are thinking about what you go to school. Have I copied it? I think I did. People are thinking about what you have. Really? Uh-oh. It's okay, I understand. It's Friday, school runs and everything is still going on. At least you've been here with us for a bit, so I totally understand if you have to go at any point. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much. This is Barrister Oyoyo's World. Well, that's not the official, but Oyoyo's World is a channel name. So, Barrister Oyoyo, you're welcome. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us.
Thank you, beauty.
Hello, beauties. Oh, Lily Pope,
Anyways,
our vibe lady. Yeah,
yeah, I've been waiting for this live stream. When I get so stuck like this, I want to
yeah,
come and relax and forget about work. So I wanted to come
true.
and nudge you to start earlier, but I'm happy you're here. Um,
I was battling with the little one. That's why trying to get her to go to bed.
so since you know what I would say, first of all, I will really tell all these content creators that people are reacting on to give you
Hmm.
guys some credit. You made me watch that video. Okay. Without you, I wouldn't have gone to watch the video, because once I look at a video and if it's more
Yeah,
than 15 minutes, I don't want to, destroy anybody's retention time. So I don't click.
true.
And this one was 30 something minutes. But because of
Yes,
you, I had to watch the video, listen to the video. The reason why I jumped in at this time, it was because you said you were surprised, you were disappointed. I said, no, let me come in here. I beg,
absolutely.
understand that English is a problem for most people. When I mean English is a problem, how to put something, what their mind is saying something else, but the way it comes out is entirely different. Is entirely
Yeah,
different.
that's
She
possible. That's
she
possible.
might not mean that she doesn't have, how did she even say it again? She doesn't
She
have it.
said, she said, after the husband made that statement about the in-laws not listening to them, feeling like whatever, that she now said, I don't have any right to
Uh-huh.
stand on my right.
That was what she said. I was puzzled when I heard that, but
Oh my
the
God.
understanding I have about it is that it came
Yeah.
out wrong. That was not what she
Okay.
meant to say. And I keep
I hope
saying it.
so.
If you know you struggle with language, always use your dialect, your mother's tongue, your number one, your primary language is your greatest strength. Use it to
Yeah.
elaborate, use it to explain. And then when you finish your
And
video, since it's not
subtitle.
a live stream,
Yes.
you title what you meant so that your followers will understand you. It's
Understand.
a little bit of work to subtitle, but please, it's necessary,
Yeah.
especially when
It
you're
is.
using different languages to like convey your message. And what I was saying that when I heard Lily say that, I was like, okay, okay. But I know, sincerely speaking, I did not speak with Lily, but I know that wasn't how she wanted to present that. I was looking forward to
Okay.
her saying it in Igbo to explain. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I just let it pass. But then again, I am married to a large family. When I mean large, huge. When I mean huge, you know what 10 wives can
Yeah.
produce, you
Of
understand, in a
course. Of
family circle.
course.
So it's huge.
Yeah.
And I happen to come from the last wife of the Royal Highness. That means we are the very bottom on at the ladder, right? And then
Yeah.
if my mother-in-law could be the same age mate with the husband's daughters, or even some of them are even older than the husband, older than my
What?
mother-in-law. Yeah, some of the daughters were older than my mother-in-law. So then some were her mate,
Wow.
then some were where she was
Younger.
younger than. So to give you an understanding, if I come to such a huge family, let's assume everybody gather, I will not have a say,
Yeah.
right? But that does not mean I will not have a say. You get what I'm trying to say? If you look at it
I
in
don't
terms
think
of,
that you will not have a
wait,
say
no,
just because it's large.
wait
You
now,
might be quiet.
wait, no, it's not even quiet. Wait, I'm talking about age gap and all of that.
Yeah.
If you look
Yeah.
at it for that way, you say this one too small. She bet the thing, like I
Yeah. Yeah.
said,
It's
respect.
like a child.
Yeah, respect. I said it in your last live stream. Is earned. Is
Yeah.
earned. And for the fact that you have earned that respect, you can stand among kings. When I mean stand
True.
among kings and say something, and that thing will be carried through. People will not look
Yeah.
at you as a child. Yesterday, I was speaking with one of my brother-in-laws, Actually, my
Yeah.
husband's will I say cousin? I think they are cousin, yeah. And this man
Okay.
calls me mother, that I am a
Wow.
mother to all of them. Mel, I had
Wow.
to ask my husband again. No, be this man, they call me mother. He said yes. I said, but we are not age mates now. He said, I know. You people are not age, but that's how he sees you. He sees you
Yeah.
as a mother because of who you are married to and because of the respect they have for your husband. You might be
Yeah. They
little,
transfer it to
but you
you.
command respect. You might be at the bottom, but when you say this is what I want, everybody will want to key into it because they know you have value. They know there is something. So you can't just outrightly say you do not have a say because of what? I struggled with that part when she said it, but I just told myself, grammar, English, Barbara. There is way we say it in Igbo. Oyibo, Beke Barbara. That is English. Na Baba. I don't know how I go say it, but let me stop here so you continue.
No, Miss Wakaya Agbara. You know why I'm laughing? That I what that means in my language, which we use that too, but it means something totally different.
Different, you
Agbara, would you
see?
like? Yeah, it means. I think it means something like a ghost.
In some places in Igbo language, Agbara can also mean a deity. It could also mean a
Okay, so
chief.
it's kind
It could
of
also mean something huge. So he's telling you that today that English now obstacle. English
yeah.
that
I
a
see.
serious obstacle. You understand? Is a huge
Yeah.
barrier. It's a huge barrier. Madam, you
Good
never
evening. You're
sleep.
welcome, Treasure
You
Gist.
never
You know,
sleep.
no be small thing, though. She never sleep. Lily, don't keep us for we were there Europe awake. Okay,
Honest.
so what really caught me about I could have kind of overlooked what she's saying, but when she said I do not have right to stand on my
On my
rights.
right, yeah.
Exactly. So it simply means even when you are right and you know that you are right, and if anybody outside of that, your in-laws, since we're talking about in-laws now, hears whatever that situation was, they will say, but you were right. And
Mm-hmm.
turn to them and say, she's right. You're
Yeah.
saying even at that point, you do not have right. So it simply means even when you are right and you know that this is the right thing to do, this is the correct one, this is the right path, you will follow the wrong path just
Mm-hmm.
because you are obeying in-laws.
Yeah,
You don't
that
have to
one
be
caught
harsh.
me. It caught me because I was
Exactly.
like, I said to myself, I know that's not how she wanted to put it out, but it came out the way she could form the
Yeah.
English. You understand? The way she could just present it. But I know that's not what her heart is saying. Her heart is really saying something different. Like I did illustration here with myself, you understand? In terms of
Yeah.
age wise, I know stand. The chief, in that on area side, Mel, to become a
Yeah.
chief, like big thing, they don't give chieftaincy that chief, they don't call people chief like
Just
the
yeah.
Igbos. It's not the way Igbos call people, everybody you because you get money, you become chief. No. To
Yeah.
become a chief in that on area, you
It
have
takes a
to
lot.
it takes a lot. You must be of a reputable character, integrity is top notch, and all of that. So the,
Yeah.
the the man that represents our family now, that's the eldest son of my
Yeah.
father-in-law, the eldest son, he should be in his 80s. And to be
Yeah.
honest, the reason why the sons didn't start coming on time, you understand, the daughters were the first set,
Yeah.
and those ones, they died at some died at 90, some at the 80, 90 something, you understand? So they are old and gone. So this
True.
elder son still asks me, what, like I want this. Can you suggest for me? Can you tell me? Do you understand?
You
I am
see?
little, but they want my
Yeah.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? So when I say
True.
that, okay, this is the right way to go about it, and I am very sure this is the right, they will be able to buy into it and agree with me.
Exactly.
So for the fact that you're small or your husband is at the bottom of the ladder in terms of birth and age, that shouldn't make you say even when you're right, you're still not right. It's wrong. But
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's what she said too, that her husband is the last,
the
either the
last,
last
yeah, the last
son
from
or
the
the like,
last,
so
the
he's,
last son of the whole family, the last
yes,
or a hand, something like that. So she should still be able to know that, look, when I'm right, despite, regardless of my position in the family. When I am right, I am right. And
absolutely.
that should be respected. That should be obeyed. You can't just come and intimidate me because you're older than me. I know they agree, oh, okay? I know they
Now,
agree,
so
means no be because I be and you know, so I know Kukma get body and weight like rivers women or like Bayels or like Igbo women. So you, you cannot come and intimidate me
I
because
don't be shout. Not gonna call it intimidate this European body type.
you cannot do.
Skinny people don't agree, oh. But I also feel like a lot of people that say these things is probably because they always think that the presentation, the person's presentation is going to be rude. That's why. But there are people that are very young, but when they are approaching you as an elder person, as an elderly person, they approach you with respect and they present what they are presenting, not that they are putting it to you. Okay, they
Yeah.
are just suggesting and letting you know that they are just suggesting. Oh. So with that
Hmm.
kind of, yes, and they will listen. And
Yes.
if what you've suggested makes sense, and that's why when I started the video, I was saying something that say want a kochaka, what something like that. It's not gonna be something.
Osolo, okenye lieni. That's Igbo adage.
Exactly. So
Nwata
you
kwọcha aka.
wash properly,
If you
exactly.
wash
So
your hand properly, you dine with the kings. You
thank you.
understand?
So you
You
see,
got it right.
Lily won't carry me play. Say I not be Igbo. This I not know Igbo. But I can't give us small Igbo now, making they not say me and they know this Igbo too. And moreover, I get plenty people from Anambra. Okay. All right, there plenty. Okay, I mean, I know we know repeat. I mean, what are the name there for you? And there plenty. Okay, leave up, Lily, leave up. I get plenty people from Anambra State. No, do. Okay, so I felt like that's not right because if that's how you think, then there might be a problem in the family, and you know that you have an idea of how they can sort it out, but because you feel like you are the youngest,
Mm.
you will not say anything.
Trust me. That's expression or rather communication came out wrongly. That wasn't what Lily meant. It came out
But you
wrongly.
know that a lot of people feel that way, and I think for us, another thing I wanted to add also is for men or women that feel that type of way. Because Lily also said something. I don't know if that's the next thing I wrote, but for people that wants to understand what we're discussing here now, Lily and the husband said this because their video is 31 minutes something seconds, so exactly 26 minutes 30 seconds into the video it's when they said what we're discussing now. So if you've watched all the video but you didn't really pay so much attention, you're going back because you can hear our conversation. You can get to 26 minutes of Lily's video and you will hear she and the husband discussing what she's discussing. You remember Lily also said that she too, adding to what the husband have already said, that if she will be married to a man that will want to cut her off her family, do this one, do that one, and then she will not be in that marriage. She's going to leave that marriage.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Okay.
what are people think when you hear marriage? What is the first thing that comes to some people's mind? I'm not saying somebody's going to cut you off completely from your family, and that's okay. But there's always a different approach into every situation. Everything is not I'm leaving the marriage. I'm not going to marry the woman. The husband is saying I'm not going to marry that kind of woman. She too should say I will not stay in that type of relationship. Forgetting that the both of you are one. Every other person that you people spoke about is two.
Yeah.
It's only you and your husband or you and your wife that is 1 + 1 is 1.
Yeah.
Any other person is 1 + 1 equal to 2. So that's why I was like, even when she said that thing, I don't have right. You have right because your husband belongs to that family. So if something is happening, you should have a say. And if you know that is right, you can respectfully stand by your words. You're not going to disrespect anybody, but respectfully stand by your words.
Yeah.
Treasure say, yeah, you're not agree for anybody.
Honestly, honestly, when Lily said, when I heard that, and I said, no, Lily, no, you got this one wrong. But I know that's not how what she really meant. My heart is telling me that that's not what Lily really
What
meant.
she meant.
It's just the expression came out wrongly, especially
Wrong.
when, like I said, Oyibo ba abara. Okay. So English has so much obstruction. It might be saying something when you're doing direct translation. Most times when you're speaking
Yes,
English,
yes, that's
it
how it
doesn't
comes
come
out.
out
Yeah,
well. It comes out
true.
so
It
disjointed.
sounds,
You be like,
yeah, it sounds weird when you translate
mhm,
to a different language. Yeah,
yes.
it is true.
So that's what.
Because
But
some
I
words
really
in your language, you cannot find exactly that word in
word,
someone
yeah,
else's language. Yeah. So
absolutely.
it is difficult. I hope it's not what because she said she's putting out videos so other couples can also learn.
There is nothing to
I
learn.
don't.
There is nothing to learn from that particular sentence she made. There is nothing to learn. To every young wife out there,
Yeah.
every young wife that you fall in my category, whereby you're the youngest wife in the compound, or your husband. My husband is not the last son. My husband is actually, in the terms of hierarchy of first sons. My husband is
Yeah.
first son number 3. You get it.
Ah, okay.
So this is a
Yeah.
man that married 10 wives. To tell you how many of them that had sons. So
Yeah.
first son number 3. The overall first son is in his 80s. Okay, he'll
Wow.
be close to 90. The second first son just turned 81. The second first son. Then my
Wow.
husband, before the huge gap again, before they now had my husband, then
Yeah.
his brother the next
Yeah.
year, and then another brother. So if you
Wow.
find yourself in a position whereby, I know how our people, the Igbos, I know, yeah, the first son's wife will now be acting like mommy G. Oh, every other
Don't be
person will follow
twerking
you.
like the odogu of the family.
Then this one, so they will expect every other young wife to come. But sometimes those young people, especially in this new age, they have great ideas that the older wives would not understand. So when you have such
Absolutely.
brilliant ideas, don't shy away from expressing it and letting them know this is the way things are done now. This is the way you're
Yeah.
going to do this. You now capture this generation, because
True.
put your mother in the equation. Let's assume your mother is the same age with the um first wife of the family. Then your mother,
Yeah.
you know already how your mother is thinking and how your mother raised you,
Exactly.
how the
Yeah.
mentality is not the same with your own
It's
mentality.
not. It's
But you
not.
found yourself in such a family. You should not be swallowed because you're a young wife.
No.
You should be expressive and stand by your word, especially when you know that your ideas are great. They are not silly. They are not something that people are going to laugh at you out at. So stand by it,
Yeah.
express your ideas, and somebody will see reasons to believe with you. But before you start doing all of this, to anybody coming to watch this video, remember, you earn respect in your
Yeah.
family, especially your husband's family. It's very
True.
important.
True. You've said it all. You have said it all. Let me see what's the next thing she said. Okay, Selim. Okay, okay. I think the second was, yeah, any man that tells me to stay away from my family, I will leave the marriage. Okay, that's the second one. We've already talked about it. Okay, so let's talk about trust. What you noticed about trust. Lily talked about a man that sent her a message and
Yeah, yeah.
Sir Pope flipped. That I like that man,
Literally,
eh? Ah, God, oh,
that
that
part
Pope, I like. God bless
I really laughed out so loud.
the man. God,
Yeah, I wanted to leave Lily a comment. I really laughed and laughed when I was watching that part. I was using it to, like,
God.
calm my spirit down while I was typing my memos. So I didn't just want
Ah,
to.
okay.
That's why I didn't leave her a comment. See, the man is a obviously a jealous man, and when you he comes with, not particularly for Lily and her husband. I'm going to use
Like
generalization.
generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When men marry a woman that is more educated than them, some of them find themselves in situations like this because everything the wife does,
Yeah.
they will think, why would you do that? But it's not supposed to be that. A confident man will always know that I can trust my wife 110%. Okay. But
Yeah.
having said that, that does not mean that the educated one will still not find themselves in situations like this. It takes a
They do.
confident man to know that
Yeah.
no,
Or
if
woman.
my wife could trust me, I should be able to trust my wife. I shouldn't be thinking my wife has things to do with people out there. Of course, my wife is is a beautiful woman. Men want to
Yeah.
approach her, but that does not mean she will
Absolutely.
succumb to to the approach. She's a very faithful woman, and I trust her on that. But for Lily
Absolutely.
and her husband, when the man was expressing himself, I was just saying in my mind, that daddy Lily, I beg calm
I
down.
said, that's really Dadim. That Dadim she calls him.
I said, daddy
Everything.
Lily, please calm down, calm down. Even in America, they will tell you calm down. Okay.
Exactly.
I
Dadim
was
was
like,
not having it at all.
he was very serious. So
Good.
Lily had
Yes,
to go
so
get her phone.
hmm.
He was very
And
serious.
I love the response he also gave her when uh, she said something along the line that whether he's going to be dragged or people should not. No, she said people should not drag him. And he said people that are going to drag him, if it happens in their home, are they going to like it? I was laughing. I was done at that point.
The
I'm
man
like, that
was
gives the
ready.
vibe.
The man was ready today. He was very alert. He was so ready for
Yes.
this, whatever they called it, what they did. And I really
Break deal,
enjoyed it because,
deal breaker. I said break dealer, deal
yeah,
breaker in
I
marriage.
enjoyed it because it was a comic relief for me,
Yes,
especially during my
I think so.
stressful day.
I think so.
And when he was stressing and stressing, I said, Lily, please go and get your phone so that this man can calm down. So when Lily now brought her
Me
phone,
too.
I
I
said,
thought she would
praise
not
God.
go to get her phone.
Yeah. I was like, Lily, please go and get your phone. Go and get your phone. So when she started reading it, and I started laughing also. Like he said, no, he did not ask of me. He did not ask of me.
Exactly. And that was the main thing, though, that they didn't ask of him.
Imagine. And this should be a mutual friend that both of them has this man's number.
They know, yes.
Do you understand? So what is the problem with Daddy Me? Why is it I be Daddy Lily? What is this?
That yes, but the Lily Dadim. Well, because she calls him Dadim all the time, I think almost everybody that watches Lily also calls him Dadim instead of uh, because even when she would sometimes she would say, ah, Dadim is here, or she would not say my husband, Dadim is here. So she would always present him as Dadim. So everybody just calls him Dadim. And I think
That's what
she
Unique
knows.
calls my husband now. How is our daddy? Because I call my
Ah,
husband daddy. And few of my friends are now saying hi is daddy. And that's I say you see, because that's
some
what they
people
hear.
like Daddy.
Me, I
They
couldn't
say your husband, but I go say, ah, now me
Mel,
born them.
Mel, you don't know how I started call my husband daddy. My daughter, my second daughter, when she
Yeah,
started speaking very well, so she started hearing me call my husband by his
yeah,
name. I have favorite of his names. So one
yeah,
morning, this girl woke up and started calling her father by his name. I say, don't say
yeah.
to, he don't say.
It's true.
And I
It's
said,
true.
okay, how do we correct this? And I said, okay, going forward, everybody should be calling daddy, daddy. So
Yeah.
then she now started hearing daddy, daddy. That's it. Till today, I couldn't stop it. And nothing else fits. So daddy fits him too because he's also a daddy to me. So all of us now,
True.
daddy
True.
equation.
Of course. But then in this case, you notice that Lily also said something because she said, please, so you guys should not come for my, my husband. I like it that he's jealous and whatnot. And she
Mm.
said she too, she used to be that way. Where a place, and she said it in her previous video too, where she said it sounds like he's in a hotel sometimes, when she used to call him in the first or second year of their marriage, the early part of their marriage, that she used to be like that. She used to suspect everything that he's doing. And I feel like trust has to be the number one, like almost the number one thing in marriage. It's very important that you trust your partner. Like my husband will say, if you're married to a woman and nobody looks at that woman, that person you're married to is not a woman.
You see?
So that trust needs to be there. I've said this story before. I remember the day we went with one of his friends that used to do this heavyweight lifting. If you see him, giant. So if you see me in between these two people, you will almost not see me. So we had gone somewhere to swim, and his wife was supposed to come also, but then they canceled her this thing and she had to go into work. So she was like, I'm not gonna spoil you people's this to reschedule. So you people go. So it was me and two men. We got there, got our drinks, we were drinking, then we went into the pool. People, every place is full, music blasting, this beach bar. The
Yeah,
next thing, probably because I was so little, they were talking and talking, and I was just in between them because they were talking. So we're all just resting on the, resting our hand, allowing the water inside the pool, but we're inside our hand, but we're not swimming. So they
yeah.
were just talking and talking. The next thing, a woman appeared. This Euro people, they don't get joy. As they do them, as they tell you. She just came and she started, flirting with the both of them. I just left them there, went to the other end of the pool. And then,
Really?
yeah, but like, do I know which of them he wants to flirt with? I don't know. So I was giving her space. So I left and went to the other part of the pool. And then after a few minutes, he left and said, who are you leaving me with that old woman for? So the reason why I'm saying this story is that sometimes if you know who you're with, there is no need you squinting. Oh, what is he doing? Where is he or where is she? And all of that. You just know that even if that thing is presented in a platter, the respect that person have for themselves will be able to keep them together until they get out of that situation.
Yeah, but
Because
Mel,
if you're, yeah,
for me, what I told myself, nothing is gonna really make me angry about marriage. I'm not going to put energy in things that do not worth putting energy. Okay.
at
If
all,
the man decides to be silly and misbehave, I'm not even going to let it worry me a second.
at
Just like
all.
you said, giving them space. If the person knows himself or herself, she knows how to handle the situation. You understand? So I
Simple.
really wish, we women, for men, I don't know if it's a very extremely difficult thing for them to handle, but we
Yeah,
women should have some level of comfort. Yeah, I can trust this man up to this level. Not that in Igbo dialect, you said that you
yeah,
can't even trust the child at your back. That is an adage in Igbo. The child
true.
that you backed, because that one,
Yeah,
maybe if you pass a mango tree, she will stretch her hand and pluck one, and
yeah,
you will
block you
not.
will not know.
So,
It's
in
true.
as in as much as that adage is there, but when you have, a level of trust, kind of, it
Yes,
will give you some cushion on how you go about your things. I know we can't
true.
fit die for person, or I beg. Christ don't die
As
for
in,
me, so we don't require to die for another.
uh, the diet don't finish. Anything concerning pie don't finish. We're not doing
Honestly,
that. And who wants to even every few minutes, every few seconds, every other day you're releasing adrenaline. Every time you're releasing, what is it? Anger, anger, anger. Every time you're angry, every time you're angry. The next thing you're having high blood pressure, you're having every kind of illness because you're stressing yourself over something that you don't have control over. So I feel like when she said, in my opinion, if there was a level of some little level of trust, when she had said that he asked after you, if it's me, I would just take her words for it because I'll believe, okay, probably because you were reading it with so much rush and wanted to see if there was any flirting or something. That's why. So that also made me feel like, okay, I see what this is. So it's almost like because she said she's that way, she used to call him, are you in the bathroom? And then sometimes she will now do a video call just to make sure that she can see his environment. But one thing I want Lily to
wait,
understand is
though,
it doesn't
wait,
matter.
wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait. They will give themselves high BPO if you're always checking on your partner to know what they are doing. Life is full of stress on its own. Then
true.
don't add to it.
No.
Don't add to it. At some point in marriage, you understand, you start
Yeah,
relaxing. You're no longer on the edge, especially when you have passed 5 years. It
true.
becomes a lot easier. But
True.
this one, Lily has a personal problem with the kind of friends her husband, is mingling with. That could be bringing some friction into the relationship. You understand? They are not
Yeah.
obviously going to come out on their video and tell us everything.
True.
Maybe she has caught the man with a chick, or there is a rumor. They won't come out and admit all of that before us. But
That's true. That's
if
true.
she could come out to say, if I see those your friends in my house, going to embarrass them, that means there is something deeper that we don't know. And
But
that's
you
where
know
the
that there are some women that are like that also, that they feel like their own is the best, and every other person that is around them is also bad. Are the bad ones. You'll be hearing things like your friends are misleading. Nobody's misleading anybody. If you want to be misled, you did them. I always say that thing. And people say, I bet something like that. Not pressure. Nobody they pressure you at the age of 30, 40, 50. What
yeah,
nonsense pressure?
yeah.
If your friends can still manipulate you at that age, then it's simple as I say, a fool at
Then your
40 is
own
a
is
fool forever.
finished. Your own is
Yes, because
finished. You're so right
there's
there.
no
Because
way nobody's manipulating him. He knows if he wants to,
yes.
he will do it. If he doesn't want to, you people do what you want to do. You know, they hungry me. You know, enter my eye. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
but
because
but the thing is,
yeah,
when you say peer pressure to me stops at teen. If you don't want to carry it after teenage age, you're the one pressuring yourself, because at that time you're supposed to have been well matured. They said the brain
know
develops by
yourself.
up to age 26. That's when your brain is fully developed. So once you pass that age, you should be able to have control of your mental capacity, your reasoning, and all of that. So saying
Yeah,
somebody can influence, but some people are gullible. They can
yeah,
easily be influenced. Maybe they
yeah. That's
wanted
true.
to do that from the beginning, but they needed somebody to nudge them into doing it. Maybe that's the
Yeah,
situation these people are finding themselves. But at the same time, no, they should be able to trust. Their marriage is over 7 years. They should be able to start relaxing and not panicking. Hey,
true.
maybe if you're on the phone with somebody, they're already thinking who you're on the phone with. Not at this level that they are now. I can say that for first, second, third year of marriage. But once you
Yeah,
pass 5 years in marriage, you're relaxing because you've come to know your partner reasonably enough to be able to say one or two things about the person.
true. And also, I want us to just quickly touch down on this before we go to the next topic. Where Lily said in the beginning of the video, this she said after the intro, where she said, since my husband started business, he's no longer funny. He's mean, and what else did she say? She said he's mean, or he keeps mean face, you know, and stuff like that. And then she said
Yeah,
to
he
him,
he,
say
he keeps
something, be
mean
agile.
face. Yeah, he keeps mean face. The thing is, we know finances are tight, okay? And if there
Yeah,
is any one number one factor in America is finance. That's what rocks marriages. Number one,
yes,
finance, then followed by infidelity and what have you. But number one is
yeah,
finance. We know finance at this point is really tough. And the man has how many mouths to feed? Three
true.
children plus the Lily's big niece. That's four
Yeah,
children. Lily
yeah,
five. And then he will still think about his own mother. Maybe there are other
yeah,
people that's also under his control.
yeah,
And sometimes businesses are not working well the way you think or projected is going to work. It's definitely going to make a man think and worry. Okay.
yeah.
And when a man is going through that process, all he needs is support. That's number one thing he needs is support. You as a partner, you try to figure out what you can do to support, how you can support him at this time. And those could be
Absolutely.
by engaging him in conversation, some positive conversation. Honey, I know these things are worrying you, but don't worry. Just keep grinding. And those that win, they don't give up. They don't give up. And don't let it worry you so much because of high blood pressure. If there is number one, buying factor now that buy people in Nigeria is BP. All these
Yeah.
actors dying of
Too much stress and
yeah,
worry.
mhm. The actors dying of of kidney failure. It's BP
Exactly.
related. It's
It
BP
is
related. And men, typically, they don't like going for medical checkups.
at
So those
all.
will be ideas you're going to throw at your husband. And sometimes when he's worrying so much, take a stroll with him. And you understand, not to the beer parlor because it's not helping. Take a stroll, have a
Not be a
conversation.
commentator your life now.
Beer parlor don't they help when you're going through something. But take a stroll, have a chat, you know.
Something else I also want to add to what you just said now is I noticed that she said it in the previous video. She's saying it now again. I would just advise that whenever she wants to film with him, because now she noticed that since he started this business, he has changed. I don't even think that he keeps mean face. Like I dropped a comment in her video. I said he keeps a straight face, not a mean face.
Yes,
He
yes,
looks
that's the
stressed.
better word. Better word, straight face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I dropped it as a comment, and I think she responded to it. And I feel like he is really stressed. So, what I would suggest to Lily, connecting to what she had said when she did her reaction video, where she said all the reactors only spoke about all the wrong things, but we didn't talk about the right things. So, here is me talking about your right thing, and I'll use some of the right things you mentioned to give you example. Since you notice that he's now you said he's keeping mean face, he's no longer funny, he's no longer jovial, not being agile, because you said to him be agile when he was saying hello to your fans and subscribers. I would say when he comes back, instead of that rushing to the bathroom, go take a shower together, that has been what both of you have been doing for so many years. Now that things are now different, economy and everything else, I think you also have to step your game up. It's not easy, I understand. You have the twin, you have your first daughter and everything else, your YouTube, your other businesses that you don't talk about in public. But I think there are little things that you can do to help your partner or yourself, whatever, to distress. So once he comes back, instead of rushing to go take a shower, try to do those for him, or immediately you people finish taking a shower, instead of you to sit down and start eating, give him foot massage, do something that will help him relax, and he will feel better than just okay or gather the frown your face, stuff like that. It's not easy, it's not easy.
But Mel,
Things are hard.
Mel,
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to labor, I might be a little different because
Okay.
most times women are not appreciated over what they do. Because you're
You're
sitting
right.
at home, nursing the children, cleaning the house is nothing to most men because you're not
That's
bringing
what they
those
think. Yeah.
finances.
True.
If you really ask me, in this kind of Lily situation, Lily does more if you ask me. Because if
Yeah.
you think about standing on your feet, maybe from 6 a.m., and you don't get to sleep until everybody sleeps every
True.
day, you're not taking a break. That's a lot of work. So why am I saying this? I will not tell I make all right after you finish all of this. Somebody will come back from work, you start massaging the person's leg. Two of you go
But since
massage the
they're
leg.
taking a shower together,
Eh,
can't she just massage the leg?
It's not the same. Taking a shower, you scrub my back, I scrub your back. You kiss me, I kiss you back. It's different. It's fun. But massage is another labor. Is another labor. Rather, if it's $50,
Yeah.
$50, cut down on alcohol purchase and go do massage.
Ah,
A
okay,
bottle of
okay.
a bottle of Hennessy, I think VSOP is either $58 or $62. Then regular massage, normal regular massage could be $50, right? Cut down from that
Yeah.
Hennessy. Go for massage, both of you. It will be a relaxing moment so that the wife, the husband can both get what? A treat. We
Yeah.
don't, we don't, we don't, how will I say it? We don't blow our trumpets. We think we are
Yeah.
not doing a lot. We are doing a lot. Mo- Lily never had a proper maid or house help. The ones she has, they come and go eventually. I don't know if she still has them. That woman
Ah,
has
okay. I got that.
been overworking, you understand? And it's not even, nobody's looking at it as if we are doing enough. Okay. I will tell you my typical day. I work um 8 hours a day, but I wake up at
Mhm.
6 a.m. Whether I'm or still on my bed or whatever, that's wake up time. I wake up at 6. My daughter leaves home at 6:59. That's almost 7. And
Seven,
then
yeah.
the other one will go to, I will make sure breakfast is done, getting them ready, going to school. I will now go also get ready and go to work. By the time I'm finishing work, like today, I'm going for
Yeah.
gymnastic. After I come from gymnastic, I'm going to the store and I will come back. I will make dinner. Meal. Calculate it in dollar and pounds and dollars. You'll be able to
Mm.
understand that if I were charging those hours from 6 that I woke up to
Ah,
when I start
you
work,
be a billionaire.
yeah, so people should
That's
factor it,
true.
especially our husbands. If they are coming
Yeah.
home frustrated, they should know that the person in the house also has some frustrating moments throughout the day. And she's not rubbing it off on you. So don't bring it home. Leave the stress where it is. When you come back, Nekedo, how was your day? My day has been stressful. Oh. The twins are jumping up and down, not hard rest. How was your day in market today? No easy at all. I no even sell shishi. Then two of you will come together and encourage each other. Don't worry, some days are like that. Don't worry. The twins will soon grow. They will not be bothering. Encourage each other. That's the way I see it, though. I speak for women.
All the time. All the time. But I feel like since this, because she at least she's managing her own stress, and because twins, even one picking self na headache too. That double wahala. As in, I don't envy twin moms. When the twins are big, okay. Then you're like, oh, but when they're little, the work is a lot. But I feel because I don't know how God really made women. It's just amazing the strength that women have. The strength. So Lily handles hers very well, but the husband does not handle it very well, and then it affects her because I guess he used to, according to her own words, he used to be jovial. He's someone that would joke around, be funny, stuffs like that. But now he's not all straight face and whatnot. So I feel like little massage here and there will maybe help him to relax and be more jovial and be able to make those jokes, crack those jokes that she used to like, or be that a little bit of that person he used to be before this new lifestyle, and that will help. The next thing I want us to get right into is when they were talking about polygamy. Lily using that vulgar word she used.
What did she even say again?
When she said that for her polygamy is a deal breaker for her. And then she asked the husband that, right? And the husband was like, no. And she was like, what do you mean no? That
I told
when you
you when we are getting married. Yeah.
yeah, well, I told you, yes, when you were trying to propose to me, and I told you that for me, I cannot do that, and that's a deal breaker. And then she went into explaining why it is a deal breaker. She said that she doesn't even understand it, that she would just know that her husband is going to that house and then they're going to F. And she didn't say F,
Uh-huh.
she said the word in
Yeah, she
full.
said it
And
in
I was
full.
like,
I was like,
but how do you're talking about something very important? This is marriage. A lot of people, even younger people that are planning to get married later, we want to watch this. Why use such words? What do you think?
like I said, English na obstacle. So take it that way. English.
But even relations, easier to say. Like, okay, you say, "Oh, I don't understand that. Okay, polygamy is going to be issues for me because I can't imagine my husband going to the other house, and I know that the woman in there with him, they're going to have relations, or
Yeah,
they're going, so there are so
I,
many
I,
other words.
it's as simple as I can't imagine sharing my husband with another woman. That
Yeah,
is,
that yes, that's
but
simple too. But
like I said, Mel, at the beginning of your live stream, when you
yeah,
understand that the mind is thinking otherwise, and direct translation comes out horrible. So let's leave it at that. I felt so ashamed for her, and if I were her, I would have, paused that
remove
word.
that. Yes,
There is a way they
yeah,
pause it. It will not be
mute
pronounced.
it. Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah.
But it is what it is. I guess she's learning like
You're
every.
right. Okay, so moving on to the next,
So
replying to the polygamy issue.
Yeah.
This is by Pope. If you notice, when Lily Pope's husband was about to reply, what I wrote here is body language. His body language shows discomfort.
Yeah,
When
because
before Lily Pope,
the man, if you give him the room, he will get into polygamy. You understand? Because men, they don't have that kind of endurance strength that they are only, if you're not giving me what I want today, tomorrow I'm God. But a woman can endure, hoping that tomorrow gets better. But for a man, it's
yeah,
not like that. They just want that immediate comfort. You understand? So him
mm,
pausing and reacting the way he reacted, if my wife is giving me stress, definitely he's going to look for somebody he thinks by giving peace, but not knowing that is bringing will I say a
more trouble.
flaming fire on top of your
Yeah,
own existing problem. So I'm happy
absolutely.
Lily made it categorically clear, but like I said, men, the way they think sometimes, that, oh, that my wife is not giving me some peace, I'm just going to look for some. You're not getting peace at the end of the day if it's just
No.
because of peace. And Lily said you will work on it, and if it's not working, then you can get a
Yeah, you
divorce
divorce.
and
Yeah.
all of that. But it's not for somebody that is from a polygamous home like him. He won't tell you to go. He will tell you, know what, this woman, I'm tired of you. I want to go and marry another wife. That's the least he will say. If you want a
And
divorce, it's
something
not.
else too that I think contributed to that body language thing was because he was from
I'm
a
getting a
polygamous
call.
home. Okay, a call is coming in. Okay, I think a call is coming into her phone, so maybe she cannot hear us now. I think because Sir Pope also is from a polygamous home, so that was a little bit touchy topic because there are certain things you want to talk about as someone that is from a polygamous home. You would want to pick your words carefully. But I think, yeah, okay, so that was a call coming into yes, it was a call because it knocked. Hello? Okay, okay, maybe she picked the call. And so I think that also contributed to making uh, Lily Pope's husband feeling certain type of way. But what I also noticed is that Lily did not notice what was happening because what he did. That's why I always tell people when you watch videos, don't only just listen. Like, I mean, if you're busy, okay, you're just listening. But if you have the time, you're watching someone, try to listen to what the person is saying, how the person is presenting it, and also check the body language for different things that the person is saying. Sometimes people will be saying a different thing, but their body language will be giving a different thing. And I think the discomfort was obvious where he stretched his hand and he continuously tried to wipe his hands, at least trying to distract himself a little bit to buy a little bit time in order for him to respond to that question. And I think also adding to what Oyoyo just said is he was kind of uncomfortable, I think, because he was someone coming from a polygamous home. So he wanted to also pick his words carefully so everything goes well. Let me see. And then, okay, so then Lily proceeded to say something in Igbo because I'm looking at my book. For those of you that are just coming, I jot down the points that we're going to be discussing today. So when that happened, Lily Pope touched his hand to stop him and then said something in Igbo. She said they said a whole lot in Igbo. I didn't want to get all the translations. I just the part that I felt was important was where I asked my Igbo people to translate for me. But this particular one, she said I didn't bother to ask about her. This thing I could tell. So she said something to him in Igbo, and then I guess she was trying to tell him to stop, stop cleaning his hands and try to focus a little bit. Lily, try to understand people and try to understand different body language and what it means. Sometimes people will not come to tell you stuffs. And also that be jovial, be lively, be this on camera. Know that you're used to sitting in front of camera talking about anything you want because you've been this content creator for a long time. He is not. He is more of a real person working in the real world. So once you put camera on people, a whole lot of people are shy. A whole lot of people are shy. You know, I used to give this example. I remember the first musical video as a model. I remember those years, many years ago back in Nigeria. The first musical video that I was supposed to feature in, as this everything was set, everything and ready, let's go. It had to do with dancing, and at least I know a few moves I can bust. Dancing is not it's not an issue, traditionally or whatever, random, anything. By the time I saw that the camera, the everything, and this is remember that I'm talking about runway. There's a lot of lights, there's a lot of camera, the halls are full when we're doing our catwalk and all of that. I have mastered that, and it's nothing. I can walk anywhere. But when we were called for a musical video, that was the first deal we're doing that is kind of a little bit out of what we normally do. When they said action, I ran out of set. You need to, like, every time I remember that, I would just laugh. It's just so much, like, it is overwhelming. It takes a bit of practicing, and to think that we're talking about someone that is not always in front of camera. We work with, is it photo shoot you're going for? Is it the runway? Is it pageantry? What are you doing? Everything has to do with camera, action, this one, that one. But you've already trained for this thing and you've prepared yourself. You know the tricks that you need to use when you're hitting the runway. As you're on that runway, the catwalk, the everything, you're not seeing those thousands of people that are there watching you on the runway. So you're not missing your step, you're not looking down, you're not falling and stuffs like that. But on the musical video, it's a totally different setting. Okay. So I think Lily should have caught up with that and not try to stop it and say, stop doing your hand and whatnot, because it is a kind of tricky question because he's coming from a polygamous home. It's not just you discussing with someone that is not from a polygamous home, so you don't have a clue, like you don't know. All right. So let me see, what else do we have here? Are you back, Oyoyo? Are you done or you're still on the call? Okay, I think she's still on the call. All right, so let me see. I think this is the last listen topic. Okay. All right, so still on that polygamy conversation, because they talked about that polygamy stuff for a bit, because Lily was really insisting on how much she cannot stand that. And if a man tries that, that's like a deal breaker for her, and she's going to just walk out of the marriage instead of staying in the marriage. She's going to walk out of the marriage, and that's that. So when the video was at 5 minutes 11 seconds was when he was responding to the polygamy question that Lily had asked also, and he said for him, long time before he got married. Welcome back.
So sorry, I got a call, so it threw me out. I had to quickly jump into the shower to freshen up for my evening gymnastic.
Okay, it's almost time, eh?
Yeah, I'm getting ready now. It's about 15 minutes drive or less. So you're really doing an amazing job. I like this kind of evening live stream for me because I can participate actively. And
Yeah.
I was hearing you where we are talking about what Lily was said to the husband, stop doing, especially when he was removing things from his body and all of that.
Yeah.
That is why we have the option of editing, especially if it's not a live stream. I don't know how else we can emphasize this. edit some of those things. They don't add to the video. They take away from the video. Instead of the person watching, concentrating, the person like, why are you talking to your husband like this? You didn't know you're supposed to edit this. So it takes away from the
Yeah.
video. So that's the only thing I would say to them.
You're very correct, and and sometimes I feel like stuff like this is common with Lily, Sandra, Reality. Who else? They are fond of putting out extremely lengthy videos, even when the video doesn't need to be that lengthy, and it will always have to be 20 something minutes or 30 something minutes before they will post that video.
Should I
So
tell you what?
okay.
Do you want to know why? They're looking for retention, because the longer the retention, the more money you make. There is a video of mine that is about 360 something or 70. Because it's a very long video, it has fetched $6. Then the one that was $3 with 1,700 is on $2 and change. So it's money.
Ah, okay, because I was wondering, because I was thinking, I was like, is it that they want to put more adverts? Because, you know, the longer your videos, of course, you have more areas to put mid-roll adverts and
Yeah,
stuffs like that. But I feel like
it's more
if that
money.
thing can be 15 minutes, you can't you just make it 15 minutes instead of 20 minutes?
It's more money. That's just the whole essence. The longer your retention, the more money you make.
Okay, so now we know. Let's go to the last. They said a whole lot, but these are just a few points that I picked out and I wanted us to discuss and just talk about it. Still on the polygamy, when Lily Pope husband wanted to respond, he has said that for him, he had already made that decision long, long before he was even thinking about settling down, that he doesn't want to follow his father's footstep in the sense of being a polygamist, but he knows that he would love to be richer than his father. Nadia Lily come for my hand totally. Bata, bata. Hi. Chineke Mazi Oku, I don't fish out. Lily just for my hand completely. So when he said, I would love to, I will be richer, not love, he didn't put the word love. He said, I will be richer than my father. Like he said, he wants to follow in his father's footsteps, but he will be not in the polygamy footstep, but he wants to be wealthier than his father. Lily jumped in, interrupting him. And Lily said, you are already richer than your father. Make we leave am there first. Hey, why I'm not in Nigeria? Make I go, go. You know, they carry pikin. Do I have anything here I can? Oh, I don't. I wish I had a doll. You know that they hold small pikin there. Plug in, nyash. Make I just carry Lily up. They flog that Lily pop nyash. Are you kidding me, Lily? Don't you understand that there are certain things you don't say, even if you know, even if it is obvious, even if a blind man can see it, it's not cool. That wasn't cool, because I don't think that if he's wealthier than his father now, that he doesn't know.
No,
As
now
in,
it's bragging rights. What do you expect?
geez, that reminded me of what she did many years ago when she was bragging with her mansion.
Is bragging right? Yeah, my husband is doing well. Thanks, baby. He's doing well. Yeah.
I was
But
like, how can you interrupt him and you're telling him you're already richer than your father? I was like, Lily, you've lost it. You don't know what to say, and you do not know. Little one is back. I can hear her voice. Welcome back, our princess. I was like, Lily Pope should understand that there are certain things, and this goes to everyone. I might be saying Lily Pope, because Lily Pope's video is the one we're dissecting. But like I always say, everybody can learn one or two things from every content. And that's why I was telling Lily on my previous live stream, my previous videos, that not everybody that watches your video and reacts to it or tries to analyze it or break it down really is coming from a bad place or a place of I just want to beef with this person. Sometimes we do things and we don't understand that it shouldn't be done that way because in our eyes we feel like that's the right thing to do. But then when someone points it out and gives you points and examples of why that thing is not correct, you sit back and you think about it and you might see reasons with that person and then you adjust where need be. So Lily, please, I know you won't see my video anyway, but I know that some of your fans do see these things. So I would plead at this point with the fans of Lily Pope to point that out to her. One reason it is wrong. I don't think he thought that was cool. If she would discuss that with him in private, I don't think he thought that was cool at all. First. Secondly, Lily has said his sisters, she talked about her mom watches, family members also watches her, I think from his side and her side, people, they watch her. I don't think his family wants to hear that. If they watch you, I don't think so. Even if at this point in his life he is wealthier than his father. I don't know if his father is still alive or if his father is late. That wasn't cool. So Lily, please, I know you said nobody should tell you, nobody's forcing you, but we're just saying it is not a reasonable statement. When he was trying to make a point, you didn't wait for him to land and you cut off by telling him that you've already surpassed your father. Don't do that, because everybody know, as a young man, as a young woman, you know what you know. But still, based on respect, based on many other factors, people don't come out saying, I'm richer than my father. That's an ignorant way of, of speaking. That's an ignorant way of seeing things, okay? Because richer in what sense? There are so many things that make someone rich, not only money and big mansions and whatnot. Because if you really look at it in those days, and we're talking about Africa, wealth was not really only monetary or how many lands you had. Children were also wealth. So that's why you see that some men had multiple wives and lots of children because it's going to cover all his lands. Immediately, family packs into the farm. All the lands are cultivated and whatnot. Dowries he will collect on the heads of his daughters, and just kids. My man with lots of kids in those days were referred to as a wealthy man. So if you're looking at it from that angle, then your husband is not half as wealthy as his father, but to you he's wealthier. He's not, because you're looking at the mansion you people live in, the businesses you people own that we don't know about, the amount of money in his account or both of you collective account, whatnot. That's what you are calculating, forgetting that when his own father, I don't know how old his father is still alive, how old he is, but looking at him, Lily Pope's husband looks like a man of certain age, so we can actually, looking at him, we can guess the age of his father. So in their days, things were quite different. So that's why you even confirm that his father was a polygamist. Why do you think his father was a polygamist? So how many children do they have in their family? How many are they? You have three. How many are they? Are they four? Are they five? So it still means his father is richer. Are they 10? His father had two or multiple wives. He said polygamy. I don't know how many wives he had. So that also equates to his wealth. So let's keep going. And then when she, okay, let me finish with this and then we can get, okay, so she now said you're already richer than your father. And listen to what Sir Pope said. Okay, thank you so very much. You even tried. I didn't think you would stay that long when you said you had training, gymnastic today. Thank you so much, sis. God bless you. That is Barrister Oyoyo, okay? Or that was, she already dropped. That was Barrister Oyoyo gracing, always, if she can, she will always come here, jump on our stream, and give us her opinion. So when I tell you guys that we're over here learning, we're in here bullshitting. Okay, and no bullshit here, no beef. We're just here to dissect and analyze contents that we see and whatnot. So yes, okay, when you see people up here in the panel talking, know that these are respected and people that have got something upstairs, okay, and you can take one or two home and it will work for you. So thank you very much, Barrister Oyoyo. Thank you so very much for joining, and God bless you. I pray for guidance as you people go out to your gymnastic. God bless your family. God bless you. May all your secret prayers be answered. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's continue. So after Lily jumped in and said that to her husband, listen to what he said. I'm looking down because I jotted down as I was watching Lily. I was jotting down because I can see more people are coming in. So y'all coming in now might be wondering, what am I talking about? I watched Lily's 31 minutes video plus, and I just picked out points that I think we can use as a teaching and correct ourselves. And for those of us that might think it's okay, we can learn and know why certain things is not okay and shouldn't be done the way other people think that it should be done. That's what we're discussing here. So when Lily said that Sir Pope is already richer than his father, he said, wait, I'm trying to find it. Okay, he said something in Igbo language. When I say he said something in Igbo, he said something in Igbo language, and Lily's Pope's mouth went like you could see. I wasn't expecting that word to come out, or I didn't, like there was something. And then he proceeded to say that his father had a lot of compounds. Why do you think Lily Pope's husband said his father had a lot of compounds? He probably wouldn't have even mentioned that when he wanted to answer this question. But because Lily cut him off when he said, I would like to be richer than my father, and she said, you're already richer than him. That's why he came in trying to clear her up, and he added to what he said something, and then he now added that his father had a lot of compounds. And she now said, like she was thinking, not like, yes, you're right, that's true. And the husband said that, oh no, she now said something. I said, yeah, that he was an odogu in his days. So Lily, that's why I said Lily would always want you to agree to her point. Like when you say something, Lily feels that's not how it should be said. Lily will tell you, and Lily will keep saying it. That's what I noticed from watching Lily's videos or the interactions she's having with people like her friends and her husband and all the people that we see on her channel. Lily will keep saying it and wants that stuff to end on what she said to you, because that's what she believes that is the truth or the correct one. But that's not how it should be, because in this case, we clearly saw that that's not a statement she should have made to him. That's one. And when he said what they said in Igbo, and then he now said his father had a lot of compounds and stuffs like that. And she now said she should have just said, you're right, corrected herself, by saying, oh, that's right, I didn't think about that, and just leave it at that. But Lily still went and said, yeah, in those days, well, if you look at all of those things, he was an odogu. That statement made it look like Lily was downplaying. No, probably she herself doesn't even realize it. It can happen. Sometimes people say things that they don't know is offensive until you draw their attention to it, and they're like, oh, okay. We see that all the time on YouTube. Somebody's trying to explain something that is not that in the person's mind, the person is just trying to explain it to you and break it down to a layman's understanding. But in that process, you're causing more harm than good. So I think that's exactly what happened, because it now looks like towards the end of that particular conversation, because they spoke about other things before the video finished. It now looks like Lily was downplaying, like in those days, comparing to what people have now. And it's almost like, okay, in those days he was an odogu. But I don't think she really believed what she was even saying. The first statement that came out from her mouth is what she believed, that the son has already outdone his father. But I'm just saying it's not cool, even if it is the truth. Okay, I'm not part of their family. I don't know them. I don't have any, you know, download of what is what. But I'm just saying that if we have to look at, because now you're comparing the olden days to the modern days. And if you have to compare, then you have to go back, realizing that the olden days, everything was not. Now, this modern day now, everything is equated to money. The kind of cars you drive, the size of the home you live in. Is it a mansion? Is it massive? What are you driving? The best and most expensive cars. What are you drinking? The most expensive wines. What, the stuffs like that. What else? The amount of money in your account, the amount of designer clothes, expensive hair if you're a woman, that you put on. All those kind of things. But you also have to understand that in their days, that's not what they used to rate someone that was wealthy. They will look at someone and they will try to see how that person's yam ban looks. Is it a small yam ban? Is it massive? The person has plantain plantation. How massive is his plantation? You are a fisherman. What is the level of fish you're bringing in, and how much calories you're making from it? They look at the size of your family, not the empty structure. Modern day will look at this empty structure, the size of the house, how big. It's a mansion. In those days, it was not the size of the house. They were looking at what was inside that your either small hut or big hut you had. And men with multiple wives and multiple children were really respected because they were seen as rich. They were seen as wealthy. So if we're looking at Lily Pope's husband's father, as she said he is from a polygamous home, I didn't know that. He's seen as a wealthy man. I understand that because my own father had 8 daughters. And you always say, oh, the dowry where this man will collect. Right from when you're growing up, even when you didn't understand what that meant, it was always said, because he had a lot of daughters. So they were not calculating per what was in his hands exactly. They were looking at his children and knowing fully well that if all of these children he has can become something tomorrow, he's something. So I don't think it's cool for anybody to say that when you're talking about someone's parents, you have to be also careful. It doesn't matter what you think that he's now wealthier. Don't compare. That's just what I'm saying. If you were pointing out on something else, okay. But if in terms of comparison, do not compare your partner, your friend, your whomever that person that's around you. Don't compare them to their parents. Don't do it. Don't do it. Every reasonable person holds their parent high up there. So you comparing them to their parents is somehow to them like you're putting their parents down, because no matter how successful most people are, they don't ever see that they've done as much as their parents have. And even when some people get to that realization that, oh my goodness, I think I've done and outdone, but still, for the sake of the respect and everything, it's not something they want to open their mouth and voice out. Maybe modern day, this new, what they call them, might want to say it, but if you were born in certain time, you know that ain't cool. it's not something that you're going to talk about and brag about. Anyways, that being said, it is 12:54 my time. Okay, almost 1 a.m. I saw Lily's video, and I thought the video was funny. I had already watched until that, from that 26 minutes or so. I noticed the first thing around the 5 minutes, something that from the beginning, introduction and whatnot. But I was just watching, preparing dinner, eating, and enjoying Lily's video. But when I heard that, I was like, okay, okay, what else do they have to say? So they were talking about marriage, and marriage is very important. And marriage is a school that nobody graduates from. You just keep learning. There's a whole lot that one needs to put in order to actually be successful and be happy and have peace. So one of the things that I will actually suggest to Lily is, I noticed that there's a little bit with the trust thing. So working on that will help. It will help because one might want to ask, how do you know? You're just watching from YouTube and then you think you know. When Lily talked about that chat she had with that man that they had met during their IVF period, saying that, something else just came to my mind that I almost forgot because I didn't write it down, that we need to mention also. When Lily talked about that, but let me just finish this first. When Lily talked about that IVF thing, that happened in the chat, and Lily said he did ask of my family, my husband, before he went ahead to tell me whatever he wanted to tell me. The husband didn't believe and kept saying, show me, show me. So in other words, if you're sure it is in that chart, show me. Luckily, she's the type that doesn't delete it. She's the type that just erase chat to free up her phone and all of that. That would have caused an issue, because there would have not been any way that she would have been able to prove to this person, to her husband, that this person actually asked after him also. And I think when he heard that, but still, he just doesn't want a man chatting with his wife. And that's what I saw. So I would say, Lily, be more careful, since that's not something he likes. Be more careful about that. Then something else, when they were talking about this man's chat and all of that, he talked about, Lily Pope's husband pointed out that why would a man be calling another man's wife dear? Dear is actually a word that a lot of people use, and I think it's also very common in Nigeria. The word dear, I'm saying it. I'm stressing it. Dear. I used to remember Mike Bamiloye. I don't know how many people will remember Mike Bamiloye's movies in those days. Okay, I've not seen Mike Bamiloye's movie in a very long time now, but I know he still makes movie. But yes, the Yoruba, I think the part, he's a minister, and he also makes movies. And in those days, Mike Bamiloye, y'all, if you can remember the ultimate power, Ishawuru, Baba Eshukofo, Arometa, I love you shout. Ah, God, I'm trying to remember uh, the names in that, in Olokosojuju, Okotuara. Anyways, if I born you yesterday, you won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that they used to say yeah in their movies a lot. With the Yoruba, this like yeah. That's why you're hearing me saying yeah, just to be a little bit, make light a little bit of what we're discussing. But yeah, I will agree with, although first of all, it is a word that is commonly used generally. But one thing I love people to understand is, when you're talking to somebody that is married, be it a man or a woman, that person deserves some respect. I'm not saying that single people don't deserve respect. I'm talking about how you address. Okay, so if you know that you're talking with a man's wife, I don't think you should use the word dear if you people are not like that close. Maybe, I don't, even if you're his friend, even if you're the man's friend, and vice versa. If you're a woman, you're talking to somebody's husband, don't go and be calling him dear. He's not your dear. Okay, he's not your dear. Forget all this brother in the Lord, sister in the Lord. Yes, we are, but add some respect to people's name. Okay, address the person as Mrs. That, Mr. This. Okay, let it be clear when you're talking and it is kind of on an official level, because the way she described, they're not that close. It's IVF related stuff. They're not like friends that way. It's just that she prayed for them, wished them well, and it did happen for them. And he wanted to just reach out to say, okay, this happened, just to update her. But then, since wishing her happy birthday, you're now using the word dear. Even if your wife sees it, maybe she'll not start feeling somehow because of the world we live in. That okay, people can be married and they can still go around playing balls, playing games, whatnot. So I think adding respect to people's name is just what it is. If I know that you're married, you will be referred to as sir. Even if I am older than you with 10, 20 years, you are a married person, I refer to you as sir if I'm talking with you. Okay, so let's just know that. So I think Lily Pope's husband was right. I agree with him. There's no reason calling somebody else's wife dear. Okay, like if it's her brother calling her dear, we understand. But do not call somebody's wife that you're not that close with dear. No, call her Mrs. Pope. Okay, or Mame Jima, like she said, he used to call her sometimes, which is a common way that we address women with twin or men with twin babies. So Mama Ejima would have done the job, and that goes for everybody also. But on her side, I don't fault her for that because not everybody is comfortable in pointing out certain things. So maybe she saw it, she noticed it, but she just like ain't a big deal. So what? Okay, because like what she was saying, that she knows when someone is trying to hit on her, and that was not what the man was coming with. But well, you might know when someone is trying to hit on you, but your partner, he ain't feeling like okay. He just feels like anything can happen at any point in time, mostly when it has to do with you, when you're dealing with the opposite sex. Okay, these days even the same sex not safe, but at least a lot of men are still more comfortable seeing a woman and woman together and not suspecting anything than seeing a woman and a man together, mostly if the woman is married. So that's that. I don't remember anything else they spoke about that okay, yeah, they spoke a lot about cheating, and I think cheating is a deal breaker for a whole lot of people actually. So yeah, it is what it is. That's how they even rounded it up with Lily saying some funny stuff, at the end and whatnot, and that was it. So let's be expecting more from Lily, because Lily, I've said it before, Lily and Uche Nwezi, they are both ready to deal with people. This no grief for anybody. It is what it is, but why not? It is content creating. Everybody came to do on YouTube if you are creating content. So I really do understand the where this whole thing is going. YouTube is becoming boring, so of course one needs to make things happen. So I see Lily's reaction videos pumping out. Lily, pump out more videos. I know fish out. But just leave that tribal thing where you want bring come. That's not cool. Don't think towards that angle, because at the end of the day, people just want to create content, cash out, do whatnot, and it's not that deep. I always tell people it's not that deep. It's not that deep. This world is difficult enough. Let's not make it even more difficult. That being said, we're done with Lily Pope's gist today. I guess as we wake up tomorrow, God willing, we will have more conversations, we will have more things to talk about. And that's that for now. The street is a little bit hot with all this basketballs right, left, center. But yeah, at the end of the day, nobody should take it too serious. That being said, I'll say thank you all for joining me today. If you've ever joined my channel before, or you're joining me today for the first time, I say thank you so much. It is not a mistake that you stumble across this video, or someone shared it and you saw it, or whichever way you saw this video. I say God bless you all. Thank you so, so very much. I always pray or say some beautiful words before I leave my live stream. All of my live stream, I always do. So I will start by saying thank you so much to Oyoyo, Barrister Oyoyo. Thank you so much, ma'am. God bless you. Thank you, Treasure Gist. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you, Lily Pope, for this beautiful video you did. Sir Pope, you are a vibe. You made us laugh this evening, and laughing is priceless. Okay, if you want to put a price on it to buy something that'll make you smile each day, it is going to be damn expensive. So shout out to Lily Pope and her husband for making us laugh today with their very funny video they did. There was no dulling moment. It's a 31 minutes video, so it's a long video, but you're just gonna laugh. Okay, it was cruise, enough cruising. Was like, it was, go see the video for yourself if you've not seen it, so you understand better what I'm trying to say. So God bless Lily Pope and Sir Pope and their family, and all of you here watching me. Thank you so very much for watching. I say God bless you all. Like I said, it's not a mistake that you were able to stumble across my channel. Okay, so first of all, I pray for good health, sound mind, protection. Those of you that are based in countries, it's 1 a.m. my time now. Those of you that are based in countries where we're about to go to sleep, or some of us have already slept, some of us might still be very busy trying to get home to sleep, or then those of us that are in places like America and the rest where it is evening time, they're still going about their day. For those of us that are going to bed, excuse me, the atmosphere is very dry today. For those of us that are going to bed, I pray that God guide and protect you. May God send his angels to stand at the four corners of your home. May he shield you under his wings. And when I say you, I mean you, your family, your loved ones, and well wishers. May God guide and protect each and every one of you. As you sleep, the eyes of the enemy will not see you. If your name or your names are mentioned anywhere, the Holy Ghost fire that will consume them, they will not understand. Have a beautiful night's sleep. For those of us that are going out, I pray that God go before you. God send his angels to guide you as you drive. If you're traveling by air, sea, land, water, whatever means, may the Holy Spirit always be with you. May God go with you and guide and protect you. May your way be clear. Those of you that your kids are still at school, or they're back from school, or they have other programs, may God go with your family members, your husbands, your wives. Every business you do or you're into, may it prosper. Those secret prayers that you go in your closet because you just want to speak to your Heavenly Father, may all of those prayers be answered. God bless you all mightily. May God prosper you all. Good health. Good health. I wish you all. Long life is what I wish you all. May every good and beautiful thing that you wish yourself, may it come to pass. And for those that are praying, but they feel like, why am I praying, but it's not happening? Remember that your timing and God's timing is not the same. So sometimes it might look like he's not paying attention. He is. At the right time, at the appointed time, he will bless you. And when he opens the doors of heaven, your home will be too small to contain the blessings of God that is coming upon your life. Remember, 1,000 shall fall by your side, 10,000 at your right hand. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I pray that the Almighty will guide and protect you all. Thank you so very much. I can continue with my preaching for 1, 2, 3 hours. But I love to say words like this. I love to say prayers, because sometimes some of us are such in a hurry that we dash out of the house, we just out, we don't remember to commit, forgetting that the devil never stops. So sometimes a prayer of a loved one, a prayer of a family member, a prayer from your mother, your father, a prayer from your husband, your wife can actually avert something for you. Something bad that is about to happen won't happen just because someone has been calling your name and praying for you. So God bless you all. Thank you so very much. And this is where I'll call it a day for today. Thank you all. And this is Entertainment Daily with OK. And I am your host, Octavia Cora. So hence the channel name is Entertainment Daily with OK. All right. That being said, if you love our analysis, if you love the way we dissect and analyze over here, then feel free to subscribe. If you are interested in celebrity gist, trending topics, we do a little bit of politics, if it's important, like life matters, serious things that, yeah, whatnot. And when I talk about celebrity gist worldwide, okay, we speak about any country if we've seen the gist, okay? That being said, we also talk about YouTubers. When we watch their videos, we feel like something has been said that we can actually discuss and we can learn from. We come here and discuss about it. If we feel like there's nothing, then we would just pass. So if you've seen a video, if you've seen a topic that you want us to discuss, leave it as a comment, and we would touch down. If it's a video that we've not seen yet, but you want us to give our 2 cents concerning that topic, let us know what the name of the channel, if it's a channel here on YouTube or if it's somewhere, and let us just give us direction to where to get to the content, because I love seeing stuff. If it's a video, I love watching it so I can actually see things for myself, so I know what I'm talking about, where I'm coming from, and not a story handed to me by someone else and I'm not able to verify. So thank you also very much, and good night. It's actually morning, right? All right. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful. Super grateful. The first time we still have 5 persons here. Thank you all. So I'll call it a day. See you all. Tomorrow is Saturday. So let's see how Saturday will go. If there's a gist, then we will come in here and just live stream together and have some fun. But anytime you are here, feel free to jump on the link if you have something to say. Okay, it's not as if we have selected people that we always have on our panel. If you have something you want to talk about, something you want to add to the conversation, you can always jump on our link and drop your 2 cents. You are welcome. Everyone is welcome on this channel, and we keep it cool over here. We ain't here to act like Boo the Fools, okay? We've got some sense. Glory to God. All right. See you all. That's me checking out. Bye. Okay. Oops.